Most of the women, it's finishing their journey of breast cancer and their reconstruction. It's very emotional, and you miss that connection with the person on a visual level as well as, the touching kind of hugging.
It's weird having 4 months without tattooing. Not doing what you love doing for a long period of time. You can keep your mind occupied with other stuff, but then when you start to sit down and you actually start doing the thing that you do all the time and that you love doing, it feels really good.
It feels great to be back, but there are some new policies that took a little bit of getting used to. One of the trickier things that I've run into is having people's face covered. You become pretty good at getting in tune with your client, and a lot of that is listening to the noises that they're making, as funny as that sounds, and also reading their facial expressions. And now that you have this cover here, it's A, hard to hear, and B, I can't see the expression that somebody's making, whereas in the past, a lot of times I could look at somebody and I could know, okay, this person needs a break, or they're looking a bit flushed and maybe it's time for a glass of water,
If you're going to come in to get tattooed, you just got to call beforehand. We're taking everyone's temperature, and we're just allowing one person in at a time. You can't come with your friends. For the most part, everything else is pretty standard. I mean, we go out of our way to keep a normal regimen of hygiene. So there is nothing too out of the ordinary for us to kind of have to adapt to our everyday.
The phone's going crazy. Everyone wants to get tattoos. I'm pleasantly surprised that people aren't too scared. We put together a whole COVID plan for the entire shop that lies on top of our regular exposure plan for tattooing, which usually has to do with bloodborne pathogens. It's changing the industry in a good, healthy kind of way. It's making appointment only is going to be an industry standard, I think, for a long time to come. So sad that you won't have someone, walk-in shops. But we kind of like to have our space anyway, so it's a lot of the things that are being mandated are turning out to be blessings.
Most people have been really cool about the new restrictions. They understand that this is for your health and for your safety. We take your phone, we put it in the sanitization bag with anything else you think you might be fidgeting with, and we just check your temperature at the temple really quickly. We have people filling out their COVID form and then a new tattoo release form. We do have 2 additional places where people can wash their hands now, in addition to our bathroom sink. So every station has a fan that is on and filtering the air with a UV light in it. We basically spread everything out. So the stations are, I believe, 20 feet apart from each other.
We've had to push back her touch-up for quite a few months. We had it scheduled, and then we had to cancel, and then I had to quarantine, and then she had to reschedule. So she's been waiting to do this for a little while.
I've been following several areola tattoo artists over the years, and none of them have ever, I've never been like, oh, I love their work, I'm going, and then I saw her work, I saw Chris's work, and I was like, I'm going. I didn't realize, because I guess I was so comfortable with the way I looked and the fact that my surgery went well and I didn't have any complications, and I was satisfied with the fact that, the big stuff was behind me, that doing this actually gave me a better feeling of myself. It's more for you than I think anybody else. It makes you feel better.
It's great to be back at work, and hopefully that everything can maintain how it's been, and we don't have to shut down again.